Caesarean and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Known as the Age of the Pyramids, the Old Kingdom was marked by extraordinary achievements in architecture, administration, and culture. The Fourth Dynasty pharaohs, including Khufu, Khafre, and Menkaure, oversaw the construction of the Great Pyramids of Giza and the Sphinx. A highly centralized administration supported massive building projects, and Egyptian society became increasingly stratified. The concept of divine kingship reached its zenith with the pharaoh viewed as a god on earth. However, the immense economic strain of pyramid designs reinforced the patriarchal system. Building and local governors' growing power led to the kingdom's decline. This period of political fragmentation and social upheaval followed the collapse of the Old Kingdom. Egypt was divided between competing factions, with rival dynasties based in Heracleopolis and Thebes. The central authority weakened, leading to economic decline and localized governance. Despite this instability, the period saw significant cultural developments, including increased artistic expression and the democratization of religious texts such as the coffin texts, which allowed common people to access spells previously reserved for royalty. The reunification of Egypt under Mentuhotep II of the 11th dynasty marked the beginning of the Middle Kingdom, often considered a golden age. This period saw a resurgence of central authority, economic prosperity, and cultural renaissance. The 12th dynasty especially, under rulers like Senusret III and Amenemhat III, expanded Egypt's borders and initiated large-scale irrigation projects to increase agricultural output. Literature flourished, with works like The Tale of Sinuhe, reflecting sophisticated narrative techniques and moral themes. Advances in administrative administration and military technology also defined this era. Egypt once again fell into fragmentation during this period, with the rise of the Hyksos, a foreign Semitic people who established a dynasty in the Delta region. The Hyksos introduced new technologies, such as the horse-drawn chariot, which would later be adopted by the Egyptians. Meanwhile, the southern kingdom of Thebes resisted Hyksos rule and maintained Egyptian traditions. Eventually, Ahmose IV of Thebes succeeded in expelling the Hyksos, laying the foundation for the New Kingdom. The New Kingdom represents the height of Egypt's power and influence, with an empire that extended into Nubia and the Levant. This period is known for its monumental architecture, including the temples at Karnak and Luxor, and the rock-cut tombs in the Valley of the Kings. Famous pharaohs such as Hatshepsut, Thutmose III, Akhenaten, Tutankhamun, and Ramesses II ruled during this time. Religious innovation occurred under Akhenaten, who established a monotheistic worship of the sun disk Aten, although this was short-lived. The wealth and power of the New Kingdom attracted invasions from external enemies, contributing to its eventual decline. This period was marked by political fragmentation, foreign invasions, and cultural decline. Egypt was divided between rulers in the north and south, while Libyan chieftains and later Nubian kings exerted influence. The period saw a blending of Egyptian and foreign cultures, particularly under the Nubian 25th dynasty, which sought to restore traditional Egyptian customs and temples. Despite this, Egypt's power continued to wane, making it vulnerable to external pressures. The late period saw Egypt under the control of foreign powers, beginning with the Assyrians and later the Persians. Despite this, the native kings of the 26th dynasty achieved a brief cultural and political revival. Persian rule brought administrative reforms and integration into a vast empire, but Egyptian resistance to foreign domination persisted. The conquest of Egypt by Alexander the Great in 332 BCE marked the end of the late period and the beginning of the Hellenistic era. After Alexander's death, Egypt came under the control of the Ptolemaic dynasty, a Greek ruling family that blended Hellenistic and Egyptian traditions. Alexandria became a cultural and intellectual hub, housing the Great Library and the Lighthouse, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. The Ptolemies adopted Egyptian customs and presented themselves as pharaohs, but internal strife and external pressures weakened their rule. The reign of Cleopatra VII, the last Ptolemaic ruler, ended with Egypt's annexation by Rome in 30 BCE. Under Roman rule, Egypt became a vital province, serving as the empire's breadbasket due to its agricultural output. The construction of cities, roads, and trade networks flourished, but heavy taxation and cultural tensions led to periodic uprisings. Christianity spread throughout Egypt in the 1st century CE, and Alexandria became a center of theological debate. During the Byzantine era, Egypt was a stronghold of Coptic Christianity, which played a significant role in the region's religious and cultural identity. The Islamic conquest of Egypt in 641 CE marked a new era. Under the Rashidun, Umayyad, and Abbasid caliphates, Egypt became a crucial center of trade, learning, and administration. The Fatimids established Cairo as their capital, which became a hub of Islamic art, architecture, and scholarship. The Mamluks, a military caste, later rose to power and defended Egypt against the Mongols and Crusaders. Mamluk rule saw a flourishing of culture, but internal strife and economic challenges persisted. The Ottoman conquest in 1517 brought Egypt under Istanbul's control, though it retained significant autonomy under local governors. In the 19th century, Muhammad Ali Pasha modernized Egypt, introducing reforms in industry, education, and military. The construction of the Suez Canal in 1869 increased Egypt's strategic importance, but also led to foreign intervention. British occupation began in 1882, and Egypt eventually gained independence in 1952 following the revolution led by Gamal Abdel Nasser. Modern Egypt continues to play a significant role in regional and global affairs, blending its ancient heritage with contemporary developments. Thank you for watching this video.